Hi, I'm Aaron Krasnow with Health and Counseling Services here at ASU, and today we're going to talk about communication. I'm joined by Kay.
Hey, I'm Kay Sperduti. I'm the parent of a senior at ASU.
Kay, you have some tips for us, for parents about communication with
I
students.
think we've all been through this. You know, it's not uncommon that for the first few days or weeks even of college, communication with your child, there's going to be some gaps. You know, regardless of how close you are, it's a big change for them, and they're facing something brand new, you know, every day, every time they walk down the hall of their dorm or they walk into a classroom. You know, I think the last thing that kids want is to answer 20 questions, you know, about parts of their new life that they're just figuring out as they go along. You know, and as I was navigating that fine line between wanting to give my daughter space, yet wanting to know how she's doing, two things stood out particularly as being really helpful. You know, the first, in early communications, stay away from putting more on their shoulders by telling them how much they're missed or peppering them with questions. Rather, text them occasionally, and I don't mean every hour or two, just giving them updates on your own life. You know, a funny thing happened at work, or, you know, the dog has a new affinity for blowing leaves, or friends or family, you know, pieces of news on them. But keep the conversation about you and without prying into their life. This starts a whole new adult-to-adult communication process that you're going to move forward with. And it lets them give you some feedback on your life without the topic of school being involved. Second, when they do start sharing information on how things are going, be engaged and supportive without jumping in with solutions. Years ago, I learned something that was really helpful at a volunteer training program that has stuck with me. And that's only give solutions when people ask for solutions. You know, if you think about it, the great majority of conversations we all have with our friends and family and coworkers, they're processing, they're sharing information. Maybe they're frustrated over things, but they're not really looking for help. So when your child shares frustrations about how things are going, you know, again, don't jump in with solutions. You know, ask them, what do you think what do you think the solution is? Or do you have any ideas? You know, and after you sympathize and they give some ideas, great, give them support. But again, unless they've asked, what do you think I should do about this? Then don't give answers, don't give fixes. You know, treat them as the adults that they are. I think you'll notice that they'll be more likely to share when we show that we have complete trust in their abilities.
Okay, those are fantastic tips. They're really difficult to do, though, and so how have you navigated that in your own work, where you know that trying to jump in and give fixes is not what you want to do, but sometimes there's that incredible pressure to do it?
Well, I think if we hold to those at least 90% of the time, that's good. Because, I mean, I think your child is going to know that, you know, if, boy, mom is not giving me any ideas, they're going to know something's up. So, you know, we're still parents at heart. But I think when they understand that time and time again that we're there really just for listening and support, but on those few times when they ask for advice, we give it, but then show that we trust them.
That's really good advice. And I think the only thing I'd add to all of this for all the parents out there is that start having this kind of conversation even earlier than their transition to college. Really start to practice that even when they're still with you. Because then when they get to college, it'll be less of a different communication style. You've already warmed up and you already can maybe navigate some of those pitfalls either with them in terms of their reaction, or you yourself where you want it to be 90-10, but you're struggling with 50-50 in that moment.
Very
true.
So
thanks, Kay. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And thank you.